Let me know when.
Just go ahead.
We live?
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, fellas. This is the Level Up Bootcamp, the men's Level Up Bootcamp with truly yours, Ben Williams, aka Real Talk Ben. Just give everybody just maybe like 2 more minutes to get on in here. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight, a lot of topics to talk about. Um, we're gonna talk about getting to the next level in life. I'm gonna hit on various topics, as I told you before. Spirituality, mindset, physical fitness, and women attraction. Excuse me. So give everybody a couple more minutes to get on in here, and we're gonna get this live stream started. Hope everybody had a magnificent day, productive day, um, ready for the holidays. Just give everybody about 60 seconds, and we're going to hop right into it. About 30 seconds more. All right. So let's talk about it. Some of you know me personally. Some of you know me from Instagram. But I just want to give a little backstory on who I am so that you know who it is that's speaking with you today. Um, and then we'll get into everything else. But again, my name is Ben Williams. I'm a junior. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. Went to one of the worst high schools. Um, a lot of people that know me can vouch for that. At one point, our high school was gonna get taken over by the state, so uh, went to high school. Um, and growing up for me, let's see where I want to start. Growing up for me wasn't a walk in the park. Everybody sometimes looks and is like, oh, he had a silver spoon. But at the age of 2 years old, my dad got custody of me. He raised me. Shout out to my dad. My stepmom, she was always there for me. And I really didn't have a relationship with my biological mom until I was about 18. I kind of rekindled things with her around 16. Um, Always been a very ambitious guy. I knew for me that something special was going to happen for my life at a very young age because when I was young, I would see exotic cars. I'm a huge car fanatic. And I would say, that Lamborghini only costs $100,000. And this was at the age of like 10 years old. And people was looking at me like, only $100,000. And this is back in the 90s. So you can imagine what people would think about a kid saying that a car was only $100,000. But again, went off to one of the probably the worst high schools in Baltimore. Um, and then I went to college for one semester. um, and it just wasn't for me. Dropped out after my first semester, and I started to work with my dad. Only had 3 jobs. 2007, I helped my dad start his auto detailing company. Did that for about 13 years. Learned the business. While I was doing that, I always wanted more. I always had a desire for more. So I had many side hustles. One of them was network marketing. I just knew I was going to be one of those six-figure earners or seven-figure earners. So I got into network marketing. And network marketing for me helped me to develop the mindset that I have today. I would not change being involved in network marketing. I always tell people that network marketing is not just a company where you sell products and services, but I believe it to be a business where you can develop your mindset. So a lot of the books that I read came from network marketing. I did tattoos for about 7 years. I designed clothes, and the reason I'm telling you this is because in life you'll go through many phases where you just don't have it figured out. But those many things that you try help build character, help you to develop the skills that you need for the ultimate goal, if you will. So I did a variety of different things. People always would be like, well, what is he going to do next? So in 2020, I started my own company. It's called BioSwiftix. It's a commercial janitorial company specializing in biohazard remediation. If you don't know what that means, that's anything hazardous, blood spill, trauma scene cleanup, etc. So I started that in 2020, which was at one of the worst times in my life. For some of you that know me, you know that in 2021, I went through a separation, went through a divorce. Okay, that was one of the most traumatic things that had ever happened to me in my life. And for guys that have been through a divorce or any type of long-term breakup, know exactly what I'm talking about. So for me, at that point, everything changed. Everything in my life changed. People that I used to associate with, waking up with a person that you've known for 13 years, and it all just crumbled. And that's what led to me leveling up as a man. That's what led to me going to the next level. A lot of people try to avoid the stresses and the pain of life, but they're actually a blessing in disguise. Men need to take on pain. Men need to take on the stresses of life in order to get to that next level. It's not until something traumatic happens, um, until it gives you like a conscious interrupt, or it puts you in a state of mind of change. It's like going to the gym. If when you're lifting weights, you don't feel pain, then you don't see any results really. So for me, it was the pain of going through the divorce that led to me taking my life to the next level. I don't know what it will be for you. Maybe it's you have kids that you need to take care of. Maybe it's you have a loved one that you need to take care of. Someone sickly in your family. Maybe you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know for me, one of the things was I was tired of not having enough money to make ends meet. I'll never forget back in 2014 when I got my first apartment. I was 25 years old. I had my first apartment, and most people, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of people don't have $1,000 cash to their name, and they live paycheck to paycheck. And I was one of those individuals. I didn't have $1,000 to my name. My car note was due. My rent was due. My insurance was due. I didn't really have no food in the fridge. I had probably like maybe one pack of frozen vegetables. And it was in that time where I felt at one of my lowest moments as well. And I did nothing but listen to audios, developing my mind. which is one of the topics that we're going to hit on, mindset. But you need pain to grow. You need pain to get to the next level. And it's an ongoing thing. Some people say, well, if I, well, once I make 100,000 or once I attain this house or this car, then I can relax. No, success is a moving target. You will always undergo pain. You will always undergo stress. So the divorce for me was the most traumatic moment that led to the development of going to the next level. That first year of being divorced, I literally doubled my income because I was so focused on becoming better. I was so disappointed with the things that transpired as far as my marriage. So I doubled my income. I started to go to the gym every single day, get my body right. I started reading more books, developing my mindset, right? And I started to understand what led to attracting women and turning women off. Tons of books and audios on that. So that is who you're speaking to today. I've traveled various countries. I mean, you can look at all of that stuff on my Instagram, but we're here to talk about the topics. And the first one I want to dive into is spirituality. I believe spirituality is the foundation of getting to the next level in life. I don't know what you believe in or who you believe in. I know who I believe in and what I believe in. That's none of my business what or who you believe in. But I believe that you should believe in something, right? Because a lot of us take on the stresses of life thinking that we control all the aspects of life when it's a greater power, God, that makes things happen. Okay. So the foundation of going to the next level in life is your spirituality, what you believe in and who you believe in. For me, one of my favorite quotes from the word is, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Well, what does that mean, man? For me, when you translate what a man thinketh in his heart, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What that translates to for me is we become what it is that we think about. So what is it that you're thinking about on a daily basis? Okay? Because that's going to be very important to the determining factor on where it is that you go. You have two parts of your mind. Okay? You have the conscious, which are your five senses, taste, touch, see, hearing, smelling. And you have the subconscious mind, which controls every area of your life. It tells your heart how many times to beat. It tells you, when to blink, how to wake up. It's your computer system, if you will. Okay. So if what I constantly think about determines or goes back to the subconscious mind, then I need to control what it is that I think about. It's programming. Okay. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between real or fake. It only responds to the information that it is given. So with that being said, it only says yes. This is why when you have a dream or a nightmare, rather, your heart beats fast, you wake up, you're sweating. It's because the subconscious mind is responding to the images that it is given. You also have in your subconscious mind programming of how much money to make. Every area of your life is dictated and controlled by the subconscious mind. So we must learn to control the information that we put into the mind. Okay. But back to spirituality, like you really need to understand that you are not in control 100%. There's a greater power. There's God. And a lot of people say, well, I'm waiting on God. Well, the funny thing about it is God is actually waiting on you. God is not going to rain money out of the air. God is not going to drop your dream house, your dream car in your lap. But what God will do is he will present opportunities. He will make circumstances and events occur in your life so that you can get to your ultimate dreams, goals, and desires. But you have free will. You have to put in the work. God is just the conduit in helping you to manifest and helping you to create those things within your life. So it's very important that you understand that there's a power greater than you and that you have to do the work. Faith without works is dead. You must do the work. Everyone that you see that has a level of success or that has created something in their life, they did the work. They looked to the creator, God, right? They told God what it was that they wanted. God said, okay, I'll give you what you want, but you have to go out and do the work. So spirituality is the foundation. Knowing that there's a power greater than you is the foundation. Okay. The next thing is your mindset. And I kind of touched on it because it somewhat goes hand in hand with the spirituality. How you think is going to determine where you go in life. You've heard people saying, it's always something. I just can't get ahead. Well, that's part of your mindset. What you believe in will determine how far you go. If you believe that it's always something, I can't never get ahead, then what you're telling your subconscious mind, which always says yes, is that it will always be something. I will never get ahead. Okay? You have to develop a winning mindset. And only you are responsible for developing the winning mindset. How can you develop the winning mindset? Through books, through audios. What you put in your mind manifests on the outside. That's why it's called information. It goes in, it forms, and then you see the creation on the exterior, on the external, right? Everything that exists was once a thought. The screen that you're looking at right now was once a thought. The chair that you're sitting in right now was once a thought. The house that you live in right now was once a thought. Somebody had to think about it first. That thought became an image in their mind, right? And then after it became an image in their mind or a belief in their mind, it became physical on paper, a blueprint. You write things down. And then that blueprint became the physical evidence of what that person just thought about. This is how you construct a house. You have a blueprint. Thought in your mind. You visualize what it looks like. That thought now leaves your mind. It goes onto paper, and then the physical evidence of the house becomes the reality. Okay, so you have to develop a mindset, a winning mindset. You do that also by the people that you associate with, by the shows that you watch on television. Notice it's called television for a reason. Someone is telling you the vision for your life. And when you turn on the television, what do you have? Programs, programming. It's programming you for how the life that you're going to live. So you have to be in control of the words, images, and emotions, everything that you let into your mind, because that's going to determine where you go in life. That's going to determine what you create in life. And if you want to create those positive things, if you want to create your dreams, goals, and desires, you're going to have to put that information in your mind. If it's a house that you want, go look at those houses, right? If it's a car that you want to drive, go test drive those cars. If it's a certain amount of money that you want to make, you're going to have to go associate with people that earn that money, that know how to make that money, and that can tell you and coach you on how to get to that desired income. For me, I've always had mentors. I've always had people and associated with people that I aspire to be like, that is going where I want, or has been where I want to go. I can always remember driving through those neighborhoods of $1 million homes. For some of you, you've probably seen on my Instagram, I just recently purchased one of my dream cars, a Maserati. For years, I had a picture of the Maserati next to my bedside. I will always talk about it for years. In 2017, I said that I would get one. Prior to 2017, I talked about getting one. But there's always a time and a place for those things to manifest. And you may be saying, well, it's just not happening fast enough. You have to pay the price. And when I say pay the price, you have to go through the stresses. You have to build the business. You have to go through learning and attaining the knowledge and doing the internal work. And then those things will show up for you in your life. But I've always associated with people that have what it is that I desire in life, and that will tell me and speak positivity in my life. I'll never forget, I went to a training. This was when I was in network marketing. Shout out to David Mota. He told every last one of the people that came to that training event to bring a picture of their dream car. And at the time, I bought a picture of a Lamborghini. He said, Ben, I believe that you will own a Lamborghini, but your belief system, your mindset is not strong enough to attain that. Belief is a muscle that works based on small wins. So every time you achieve a level of success and you have a small win, that belief system gets stronger. And what David said to me was, Ben, I believe that before you get the Lamborghini, you will have a Mercedes Benz, because that's going to be a stepping stone. Well, David, I want Maserati. I want Maserati and the Lamborghini, Ferrari. One of them is on the way. But it builds your belief system. So don't always try to look at the bigger picture. There's stepping stones. And one of the books that I want every man on this live stream to go out and get, which I think is one of the foundations, is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a book written in the early 1900s. And they did studies on millionaires and billionaires back in that time. And they wanted to know what were the secrets to their success. So they documented the principles that these successful men use to create an abundance of wealth in their lives. So I would advise every person to go out and get the book Think and Grow Rich. Another book I think every man should go out and get is called The Way of the Superior Man by David Dieter. It talks about the polarity of masculine and feminine energy. I think men and women should actually read this book, because it talks about the aspects for a man to be in his true masculine essence. And I think that's important for every man that's watching this live stream. Um, so mindset is definitely a determining factor, and you have to constantly be developing that. The better person that you become, the better quality of life that you will have. And that's only done by consistently feeding your mind the right information, whether that be the audio books, the television shows, the people you associate with. All right. The next thing is going to be physical fitness. As I said, for me, when I went through the divorce, one of my outlets was physical fitness, going to the gym. Okay. When you get into shape, it's going to ultimately make you feel better. It's scientifically proven that when you work out, positive endorphins are released into the body. Okay. That's why you see people in the gym, even if they not in shape yet, they walking around with their chest stuck out. They walking out because they're feeling good. The positive vibes, the positive energy is flowing from working out. So physical fitness is definitely one of those things that you want to tap into, because the better you feel, the more productive you are. The more productive you are, the better results you get in life. All right. Your diet, what you eat on a consistent basis, is going to be a determining factor, which goes hand in hand with physical fitness. There are foods that you eat that vibrate at a higher frequency than others. For example, when you eat fruits and vegetables and you have a raw diet, you feel lighter. Your body is now functioning the way that it's designed to function, opposed to eating, like Thanksgiving food. What you ready to do? You eat Thanksgiving food, you get tired, you ready to lay down, you ready to go to sleep, you get the itis, and you're not as productive as you could be. I recommend working out for at least an hour every single day. Like I said, when you look better, you feel better. When you feel better, you're more productive. It's simple. It's not really a lot to talk about when it comes to physical fitness. But physical fitness also goes in hand with women attraction for men. I don't care what anyone says. I have money or I have this material thing. A guy that is physically fit is going to be attractive to a woman. It doesn't matter if he has money or not. Okay. So you want to develop yourself as a man. You want to look good. You want to take care of your hygiene. Make sure your hair is cut. Make sure your crib is clean. You know, um, you want to make sure all of that is intact. And I'm just kind of going off a little bit because I think some of these things, some of the basics as a man should be taken care of. Um, you shouldn't even be focused on women if you don't have these certain aspects in life taken care of. Like if I don't, and I'm not saying like everybody should own a car, because some places just having a car is not going to be at your best interest, or it's just not going to be cost effective. Like for example, if you live in New York or a place where it's busy, and just having a car can be more of a hassle than a benefit, right? You want to make sure that you have the basic necessities of being a man intact. Like if I don't have a car, why am I focused on women? Which leads me into women attraction. Why would I be focused on women if I don't have a car? Like how am I going to pick her up, take her out on a date? If I don't have my own place, why am I focused on women? These are the basic necessities of life that you should be focused on. All of the other stuff you should not be worried about. You should not be worried about women until you have these things down pat and have these things in order for yourself. You know, if I don't make the type of income that I want to make as a man, why would I be focused on women? Because ultimately, you're not going to get the woman that it is that you desire, or the highest quality of her femininity, if you will, if you're not at your best in life, right? And there's nothing wrong with building with a person, growing with a person, but you want to put yourself in a position where you have all of these things intact, so she can be the woman that you need her to be, and you can be the man that she needs you to be, right? Um, and I'm just let me kind of refer to my notes a little bit. Um, the better quality person you become overall is the better quality man that you're ultimately going to, or the better quality of life that you're ultimately going to attract for yourself. So, spirituality, foundation, right? You want to make sure that you're grounded as a man, that you know who it is that you're praying to, that you know um, it's a power greater than you that exists. Mindset, you want to be developing your mindset every single day, reading the right books, watching, the right programs, associating with the right people, making sure you go to the gym every single day, because your health is your wealth. What sense does it make to become successful and not have your health, right? And women attraction, I really don't really want to go much into the women attraction, because I feel like you should not be focused on women if you do not have the basics of life down packed. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live. Didn't want to make this long. I just kind of wanted to touch on um, these few topics and things that I did personally to level up as a man. And this is everything that I did. It's no get rich quick scheme. There's no secret to success. It's really putting the work in. It's really waking up hungry every single day, taking accountability for the areas in your life that you need to work on as a man. If you're not getting what it is that you want in life, it's because you haven't developed the mindset, because you're not associating with the right people. You're not taking care of your health, right? These are all the basic things. There's no secret to success. It's waking up, doing the work every single day. And, as a man, a lot of people want someone to tell them, oh, it's going to be all right. No, you need to feel the stress. You need to feel the pain. You need to go through the fire. You need friends that's going to tell you, bro, you're fucking lazy. You need friends to tell you, bro, you're focused on the wrong stuff. You need men in your life that will tell you when you're not on your purpose. That should be your main focus as a man. Your purpose. If you focus on your purpose, if you take care of the basic things in your life, everything else will fall into place. That's pretty much it. I didn't do anything. I just let the pains of life, and the traumas that I went through, give me the fuel, give me the fire to go out and make things happen for myself. That's all I did. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do the exact same thing. You're going to have to pay a price every single day to become the man that you need to be. It's not rocket science. That's it. That's all I did. So find a compelling reason why it is that you want to go to the next level in life. I don't know what that is for you. Only you know what it is for you. Find the reason why and go to work. That's it. If you want to do a conference call with me, a coaching call with me to go more in depth where I can give you books, fitness plans, spirituality stuff, we can do that. Just shoot me a DM. But that's pretty much all I did. That's all I did. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the top. This is your boy, truly yours, Real Talk Ben. Peace.